All right, next question up. So we're going to read that question sentence first. And that sentence says, hey, if we have 12 ounces of strawberry, I don't care about that right now. This is what I care about. How many ounces of banana are there? Okay, so I'm going to highlight that immediately. How many ounces of banana? So I'll immediately write down over here, banana equals blank. Now, obviously, I did skip over that first piece of information in that sentence. And so we see that it says 12 ounces of strawberry. Cool. So I'll go ahead and write that down as well. I'll just go ahead and say strawberry equals 12. Just like that. Now, everyone, before I continue, can you please tell me, what are the two items that I compared in the question sentence? Just for your own reference in the future, what are the two items that we just compared here in the question sentence? Yeah, bananas and strawberries. Those are the two things that we, with our own eyes, saw that were being compared in that question sentence. So in this problem, we notice that there's a triple ratio. So this is a proportion problem, but that doesn't make this any more complicated than the same idea that we've been running with. As a reminder, that idea is comparing the same things in the same way. That's going to help you lead through some of the confusion here. Watch this. The first sentence says, a smoothie uses banana, strawberry, and yogurt in a 2:3:4 ratio. That's a lot of information. Triple ratio, 3 numbers. Oh no, what do I do? I got you. First, I'm going to write down that ratio, 2:3:4. Remember, everyone, when we read ratios, we respect the order that it's written in. So I see that the first item listed is banana, and that's where the 2 is connected. The second item listed is strawberry. That's where the 3 comes in. And then the last item listed is yogurt, and that's where the 4 comes in. To make things a little more visible, I'll get rid of those 2 big red highlights so you can clearly see the comparison. So what I'll do is I'll make sure, again, this right here is banana. Middle is strawberry. And then lastly, we have yogurt. Everyone, if we are trying to solve this proportion, which of these parts of the ratio, which of these can I safely ignore? Which of these do I really not need at this moment in time? Yeah, I don't need 4. I don't need the yogurt. Because guess what, everyone? If I'm trying to set up a proper proportion, remember, I just need to compare the same things in the same way. What does my question sentence have me compare? Strawberry and banana. So guess what I care about? Strawberry and banana. I do not care about yogurt. So boom, there we are. Let me now just make sure that I write things into the right spots. Because I have banana over here, banana is represented by 2. So I'll go ahead and just write down banana as 2 right there. And then here I have strawberry, so I have to make sure I use strawberry right here. So strawberry equals 3. Notice that we have to compare the same things in the same way. As long as we do that properly, we are good. And now we have our proper proportion, and we're good to go. Let me just move this right over here, push it along to the side, and now we're good to solve. I'll use a capital B for banana. So I'll compare strawberries to bananas, top to bottom. So we have 12 over B equals 3/2. So after we get through all that complicated junk, just reading that triple ratio the right way, knowing that we can ignore that 4 for this particular problem, we have ourselves a pretty good time. Cross multiply and divide. B times 3 is 3B. 12 times 2 is 24. And lastly, what we do is divide both sides by 3. Once we do that, cancel on the left, and we receive our correct final answer of B equals 8. So that'll be 8 ounces of banana. That's what we need. And the correct answer here is A.